Hey, thanks for clicking on one of our videos. If you're a Baylor fan, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell if you want to join us for a live stream soon. This is Please Bear With Me. Enjoy. Terrance Ganaway holds the record for the longest touchdown rush in Baylor school history. I want to show you that real quick.
Robert Griffin III will hand it off to Ganaway. A huge hole. The race is on. Ganaway inside the 40. He'll take it 89 yards. Touchdown Baylor.
Dude, a tremendous play, by the way, bro. Like, because I don't know if folks saw, we were down 2 scores at that point, and you ripped that off, and the whole game changes. What's that feel like when you bust a play like that, dude? Tell people who've never played football what that's like.
Well, listen, man, there was a couple of times in my senior year, we obviously had a really good team, a Heisman quarterback, 3 great receivers that could make plays at any point. And so I was a distraction. No one really focused on me. And I think, Coach Browse and Coach Montgomery used that to the advantage of being able to expose the defense. And, we were down, and Coach Levy calls me, who's now the head coach at Mississippi State. He calls me on the phone on the sideline. He's like, hey, man, you're going to have to block it up. We got to pass to get back in the game. And I said some very flavorful words to him. And I said, hand me the ball. And I went to the huddle and I said, hey, if y'all give me the ball, I'm cribbing it right now. And it happened. The block.
True story. That's all true.
I swear on everything I love. And
bro.
That was during that game. I mean, during that moment. And then later in the game, we're all on the sideline. Coach Kendall is like, hey, man, we got to figure out what we're going to run. And I said, run 5-zip. With Navar, and we gonna crib it again. And I called it again, and we won the game. And
good man,
great offensive line performance. I think we had 500, 600 yards of rushing. 3 or 4 people over 100 yards rushing. And man, it was a ton of fun. And it was the first bowl win in a long time. And then after that, the rest is history.
What a way to go out, by the way. Like dream ending for you, and what great memories there. You mentioned last week there is one guy. It's not a rushing touchdown, but one guy in Baylor history had a longer touchdown from scrimmage. I want to show that play real quick.
Beginning from their own 6, Griffin fakes the handoff, passes down the line right side. Kevin Reese has it, breaks free at the 20, the 30, the 40. He's going to go all the way. 94 yards on the touchdown pass, catch, and run. That is Josh Gordon on the.
So that was obviously Josh Gordon, and then, but Terrance, you failed to mention that there is another receiver who had not one but 2 89-yard touchdowns as well for Baylor. I want to show those plays really quickly.
5 yards. He'll throw it here. Up the sideline. He's got a receiver. Wide open. Watch out. Chris Platt. Touchdown Bears. 80. Yes. Here's Platt making another move, and here goes Chris Platt with the track speed. He's got one guy to beat. Can Saxton catch him? He cannot. And Chris Platt's got the score.
Track speed, and Chris Platt joins us now on Please Bear With Me here in studio in the Alamo building in Waco. Thanks so much for coming by, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Terrance, you can still hear Chris all right, yeah?
I can hear Chris, man. It doesn't even look like he was running on the second one. See, I know that about Chris, and that's why I didn't call him out, because this guy looks like he's still in tip-top shape. If I were to race him for any distance, the meat would fall off the bone, and I'm going to need an ambulance out there, man. So, but listen, Chris, welcome to the show. I know you're a Baylor legend as well. And as we all talked about, and you heard it, before, there's a lot of people on that list that, didn't make it, that we feel like were great culture guys, led by example. And when you talk about building a program like Baylor that was really desolate for several decades almost, or 2 decades, and going from that and building the building blocks, you don't go from 4-8 to 7-6 without having some really great leaders that help establish the culture of the locker room. And I know you were there during a very difficult time. You saw the highlight of it, and then as it all started to come apart. And I know you're a very big culture leader for us. And man, we appreciate all you do. And I definitely think you deserve to be in the speed region, whatever region that is going to be. But you are speed by definition. Welcome.
Appreciate that.
Chris,
Yeah.
you tweeted about this. You said you had some words about our speed region. I'm going to go ahead and put that up on the screen so our viewers can follow along. This is the speed region, and by speed region, again, this isn't the 16 fastest players in the history of Baylor football. Otherwise, this would be a very different list. Let's be honest. I'm aware of that. But it's 16 wide receivers and corners. What is your reaction to this? The way this bracket fell for us?
There's actually one guy that is the fastest in Baylor history that's not on this list.
Okay, who's that?
Kalen Barnes.
That's a good point. What did he run at the combine? A 4.23?
Yeah, I think so. I know in high school he ran a 10.04. And then I think a 20-something in the 200.
Shoot. Track speed is different.